So welcome everyone to our final official meeting of our CCNA 2 class. Class technically ended yesterday. I know there's a couple of you still working. Most of you on this call though are pretty much finished or are real close to finished. The big thing is, if you haven't read the emails that I've been sending you, is to make sure you finish up CCNA 2 as soon as possible. We've actually run into a situation where the CCNA 1 class the CCNA 1 class for the spring has actually now exceeded its 184-day limit. So that's the maximum a class can run. And so that class has actually been put into a no longer active status. So if anybody was sitting it and still working, I moved them into the second class, but none of you are in that situation. What I want to talk a little bit about with you is, where do you go from here? Now, if you've received an email from me, and as several of you on this call right now have, that you are fully accredited, it means you are now able to teach CCNA 1 and CCNA 2. So the only issue is, many of you saw when I sent you the accredited item, there was a warning block there. There's a little triangle with a warning in it. And the reason is, if you don't have the instructor role at your academy, you're not going to be able to teach yet. So even though I accredit you here, if your account has not been given the instructor role, oops, go back one, then you will not be able to teach. The other question is the academy even up and running at your school? If it is not, then what you need to do is determine someone that's going to be the main contact for your academy at your school, and then get in contact with me, and I will send you the documentation on how to request your academy. And for many of you, your academy already exists. You just need to reactivate that academy. And then those who are accredited, you're ready to teach. You could start teaching tomorrow. And one of the things I want you to realize is, I don't want you to think that, let's say you've got a class you're teaching some networking to right now in a different course. Even if you don't feel like you can use all of CCNA 1, it's okay if you just teach part of it to them. Now, I prefer you teach all of it, but at the university level, if you feel like you can use some of it the rest of this semester, create a CCNA 1 class, put them in it, let them start using it, because it's available. The other thing is, if you're going to be using your students in CCNA 1 and 2, and obviously the 3 once you finish it up with Kirby, I'm willing to share my NetLabs access with any school that we're supporting. So if your students want to use our NetLabs to do their labs, real hands-on labs, then I am willing to do that, and we are willing to do that at Stanley. So we're going to be doing that and sharing that with our students. So the big thing here is, the first question is, ask yourself, is your Cisco Academy up and running at your college? If yes, you can start teaching as soon as you get that instructor role. If no, we've got to get you up and going as a Cisco Academy. Cisco even provided, as part of this grant, the funding to pay for your academy support fee for the year. So there's really no cost to you at all to get your academy back up and running.
So I wonder, who should we contact to check whether the academy is up or not? Our chair or ITR school?
What I will do, I will actually contact Cisco for you, Dr. Hugh.
Yes.
And so let me do this. I'll contact Jesse, and we'll find out exactly who is the main contact.
All right.
And that way we will know. I'm gonna CC you on this email, in fact.
Thank you. Yeah.
And that way we'll know. It's kind of funny, because if I'm not actually already your academy support center, I'm very limited on what I can actually find out about you. There is an academy locator. You can always use the academy locator. I'll show you that in just a second. So if you actually go to netacad.com, before you log in, there is an academy locator. You can go to, let's see, where's it at? I always forget where it's at. Here, find a location near you so you can do this. What in the world is going on here? Huh,
That's
I have no idea what's going on there. I put in Albany. Albany Technical College is showing as one, but you're not showing as one right now. So we'll find out. We'll find out what's going on with your school, Dr. Yu. And as soon as I know, I'll let you know. Okay. Any other questions? How many of you are planning to start using the materials, say in the spring?
I hope to.
Okay.
I'm still beating on my guys.
I wish I can use this semester, but we'll see what happens. All right.
Right.
I have courage, I might.
You hope. Well, I hope so. And like I said,
My question for you would be, how do we go about getting some of the individuals who started going through the program to go through again and become instructors?
Okay, good question there. One of the things that we have pretty much every single semester, we at Stanley do provide instructor training. So basically, if you are tracking, if you go to Stanley's webpage and then go to future students, ASCITC, all right, you will go to our instructor training, and I'll put this I'll put it in chat too. But this is the main page. You can always track our training offerings. But here's our training schedule. We actually started, like today, you started your third class. Hopefully you got an email from Kirby today, getting you started. At Kirby and Michael actually is our newest instructor trainer qualified. Michael Bowden actually, he passed it this past time. So I'm having Kirby work with Michael and Michael to work with him to kind of get ease him into teaching a course. But every semester we offer these. So what we can do, Dr. Harrison, is you just tell me you want an instructor to take another class and we'll get them signed up. We have some money and some funding still left over from the Cisco grant because not as many people moved on as we figured. So, if you got a couple, we can still get them in there for free. I would say probably since classes started today, I would wait and get them in to our classes starting in the spring. We typically start classes in the 3rd to 4th week of January because we want to give everyone time to get settled into their normal classes at work. So if you have more people who want to go through CCNA 1 again or finished 1 and didn't do 2, we can get them going. I don't have my exact dates for the spring yet, but it would be, I would say, probably January to the week of January 20. Let me look in here. Probably more than likely I'll start classes, well, since that's the 31st, I'll probably start them on like February 2nd because that last week of January that's just one day in January 31st. So probably be February 2nd through like May 10th.
Yes, because I was looking for ways to get additional people, I guess you can say instructor qualified, because it's not something you can do alone. And I have a friend who works at General Dynamics who is in their vision of diversity and inclusion, who has certified individuals, CCNA 1, 2, and 3,
Okay.
who were going to give to me to be augmented instructors if I needed them.
Okay.
I'm looking at all different ways of getting some people to support me.
Okay, well, the good news about that is there is a way, if someone has a valid CCNA certification, we can do what is called a fast track. And with a fast track, they come in, they take only the hands-on finals. So we literally just sit them, get them in net labs, get them accustomed to net labs, sit them down. They've got to do it with no notes and they got to do it within a time frame. But we do those individual labs. If they pass them, then they can be accredited to teach immediately. So if you do have folks who have their CCNA, that is an option.
Good information. Thank you.
Yep, very good. Thank you.
Well,
Otherwise,
Kelly,
they
I
have to go
found
through the
out that
course.
we do have an academy set up here.
Okay,
Okay, because I'm looking at my academy ID. So now it's just me arm wrestling with them to make sure who we're using for our support center
right.
and to get me logged out.
And also to get you the instructor role, because I don't think your account has the instructor role yet, Steve.
Okay,
So even
I
though,
will make sure.
and one of the things that you'll need to do too, is they'll need to share your account underneath the academy there. So, and I'll send you an email on how to do that.
Thank you, sir.
I'll send this in a minute to you. Okay, so, Dr. Harrison, I think I answered your questions on training for folks in the future. So again, we've got every semester we teach all three of the CCNA classes, DevNet and CyberOps, and hopefully we'll be teaching CCNP again in the spring once I get my CCNP renewed. And then talk a little bit about fast track for anybody who has their CCNA or higher already. So if they've got a CCNP or a CCIE, they also can do the fast track, but it has to be a current valid certification. It cannot be a certification that has expired. It must be currently valid for us to offer the fast track. The other thing I don't do, Dr. Harrison, I do not charge for the fast track for anybody who is under our ASC. The reason I don't is because if you fail it, you're going to end up taking courses with us anyway. So I don't feel right if you're underneath our ASC charging you for the fast track test. If you're not associated with our ASC, I usually charge $195.50 to do the fast track testing. But that would be
And fast track is just taking the exams, correct?
Correct, the NetLabs exams. But what happens is I have to sit there on Zoom with them. So basically, they have to get on Zoom with me. I have to be able to see them. They have to have a camera. I monitor them inside to make sure they're not using any outside resources to do the lab. So it's doing the hands-on finals, but I have to, with the fast track, I have to physically be there watching them do it.
Okay.
So it's a little more involved than just doing the hands-on finals from on my side, because I can't let them sit there and do it on their own. All right. Otherwise, folks, what I want you to do is enjoy your class with Kirby and Michael for CCNA 3. 9 of you made it all the way to CCNA 3. So, we started out with a bunch and we're down to 9. So please finish if at all possible, because I worry sometimes when numbers dwindle like that, but at the same time, I do think this program is so strong that if the 9 of you go out and teach one class of 10 people, that's 90 people whose lives can be drastically changed. And so, I kind of go with a little bit the Marine mentality, and it's a few, the proud. 9 of you made it, you go teach 10 people, that's 90 people. That's a lot of lives that are going to be changed if we can make it happen. So I really appreciate all your hard work. I appreciate everything you've done. I'm here, just because I'm not teaching the next class doesn't mean I will not be here. I'm here to answer emails. I'm here to answer any questions you have. The only thing I do know is I am considering a couple weeks of FMLA toward the end of the semester. To let my back rest and to do some other things I need to do from a physical standpoint. If that does happen, it may be there could be a couple week period toward the end of the semester where legally I cannot answer emails because I'm on FMLA. But we'll see. I don't know yet. I've looked at the number of free days. I've only got like 46 days of leave that I can play with. So I'll see. I don't know yet, but just kind of throw that out there to you. But I am here. I am available if you need me. And again, if for some reason you cannot get me, don't hesitate to contact Michael Bowden too, who's on that same page. If you look at our page, if you look at ASCITC page on contact, you see our entire team. So if you've ever wondered, what Sylvia looks like, or Jana, if you talk to Jana, this is our entire team on the IT Academy. So if you need Michael's email, it's right there under there. So Michael's there, and all of our other emails are in here too, but you've got mine. So, but any questions you have for me about class or about where you are going from here?
When will it show up, the class under NetCat? 'Cause I don't-
Has he not, he has not, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go ahead and add y'all in. I'll do that here in
Yeah.
just a minute.
It's not there as of yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, let me do this then. Let me,
I was like, I hope you don't have to get another token or do something.
no, you're not going to get a token because I can add all y'all in. I've got the, I'm part of the class, so. Oops. Fine, congratulations. Didn't you say you just got married, Mr. Hardwick?
Oh, yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Mhm.
Life
Congratulations.
will never be the same. No, I'm just kidding. No, really.
It's already
Best
mine.
thing you can ever do if you get a good woman, that's for sure. Good. A good partner. As long as you get a good one, you're in good shape.
Just remember, you can either be right or you can be happy, but you can't be both at the same time.
Yep.
Yes, you
Good
can. I'm
advice.
right and I'm happy.
Exactly. Dr. Harrison's got it right. Yep.
From the men's point of view.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna, because I'm right and happy all the time.
All the time. All right. Well, I am definitely going to put all of you in. I'll get you in this class right now. Like I said, it's the few and the proud, but I really appreciate all your hard work and everybody. If you need anything from me, if any exams are not on in our other classes, just make sure you just contact me and let me know. That would be excellent.
And is there
Alright.
anything after this, or are we done? After
As far as CCNA 2, we are finished. Yep,
No,
you're finished.
after-
You will be in the CCNA 3 class and we'll be moving forward from there. So in fact, give me 1 second and somebody can test it for me to tell me if you are actually in there or not. Go back one. Click too far. So interesting to be. Anybody have problems this morning with Neticat? Because Neticat, one of my instructors sent me an email and said it was down for a short amount of time this morning.
I was in this morning without issue. Checking
I
to
was
see if
too.
3 popped up.
Send that to voicemail. Hold on one
I
second.
actually had a problem this morning.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it cleared up pretty quickly.
Yeah, it did. I thought it probably gave me problems since I was so far behind.
No, it wasn't that. I will tell you that it was not that, thank goodness. But give me 1 second. I will get you all in here.
And what I did do, Kelly, is because I didn't complete all of Packet Tracer, I re-enrolled to finish that out on my own.
Okay, that's fine. That is not a problem. And all of you can create your own classes now, so you could create your own classes and do that. So you could create your own and go in and do anything you didn't get done. All right, so let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so you should all be imported into the class now. So that should take place. The only one that didn't get imported was Tom Miley, and that's because he is a different student in a different class.
And I see it.
All righty,
It's there.
excellent. All right, so Kirby probably doesn't have the dates and grades in it yet, and I'm sure he hasn't turned on any exams because they didn't have anybody in the class yet. But he'll be in touch shortly. Hopefully he sent you an email. If he hasn't, then please let me know. Check your spam filter. It's bad to go in the spam filter. All right. Well, folks, that's it. I appreciate all your hard work and thank you so much. If you need anything from me,